Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
It's your boy High Rod, the lit pit in full effect, man. Got the homie in the building. Bow Wow, what's up, man?
What up with it, man? I'm here.
Man, first time meeting you, bro. It's a pleasure.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Living legend right here in front of my face.
Thank you.
What's going on, man? You in Chicago? First off, what's going on in Chicago?
Man, everything tonight, man. We at the Ivy. We on the promo tour. That's what we like to call it. But for me, it's kind of like a celebration tour. It's like the rebirth of me. And to be in the city. To jump off my 31st birthday celebration and to mash it up with the whole entire single and the release of my brand new single that we just dropped last week. It's a beautiful situation. It's a big move. So that's what we in the city for. We just spreading the love and touching the people and blasting off this record. And, we in the streets heavy right now.
And I appreciate you coming to Chicago. What made you choose Chicago?
How can I not choose Chicago? I got so much history with Chicago, from me filming Roll Bounce here to me actually living in Chicago for several months, to me actually going back and forth from Atlanta to Chicago for a reason. So I've been in and out the shot, and a lot of people don't even know it, but I've probably been in Chicago more times than ever, like this past year.
We need to know what's good, because he over here like...
But Chicago always been a city where, I think once I got here even before Roll Bounce, I was always like, every time I go to Chicago, my fans, it's just to the 80th power here. They just go the hardest. It's crazy. Even the Evergreen Plaza situation years back, getting chased out the mall, Chicago was always the front runner for Bow Wow. And it's even to this day, I always make sure that I always come back, touch the people, vibe with the people. And then for me to do Roll Bounce, for me to do an iconic movie like that, for it to mean something to the culture and everybody who grew up with me, and for us to shoot that in the city, and not only in the city, but in familiar spots and familiar, areas of Chicago, that's going to always hold something close to the people in Chicago. So for me, you would think this is my second or third home. So I'm always in the shot.
I remember the Evergreen Plaza situation. I was a shorty too. So
yeah, it was crazy.
But that was the most.
It was to this day, that's one of the craziest moments of my life.
Man, hey, so I'm glad you're in the city, man. You got the new single, Yeah. Man, you put that out quick on social media. Yeah. And just tell us how that all just...
Yeah, but shout out to my boy Pimpin', you know what I'm saying? He produced the record. And pretty much, once we did it, I was like, what do we do with it? And see, Pimpin' the type of dude, if y'all watch Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, which we on right now. If y'all turn on WeTV, we on right now. The show's on right now. He's the king of man, we need to drop it. Drop it, man, drop it. We making all this music. You just sitting on it, man. Drop it. So I said, I don't want to just drop the record. But what if we just give them a minute clip on IG and let's see where it go. If they go crazy for it, then let's roll with it. And when we dropped it, 20 minutes later, Vibe Magazine emailing us, hitting him, everybody going crazy, JD phone blowing up. So Jermaine come in the studio yo, what did y'all do? Why is Bow Wow trending on Twitter? That was his whole thing. He didn't even know what was going on. He just saw me trending on Twitter, and JD ran in the room what did you do now? It's only February. I'm like, dog, we ain't do nothing. We just put out a song. He said, a full song? I'm like, nah, just a little snippet off IG. And he was like, oh, because it's taking off it's crazy. And when we saw the reaction, I said...
So he didn't hear it? He didn't hear that?
He didn't. He heard it once. Jermaine heard it once I put the first verse down. Before I even had the hook on it, we put Gucci, the whole 9 yards. I called him when I got done with the verse. I said, JD, you need to come in here. And he was like, I said, you need to come listen to this one. And he came, and all I had was the verse. And he was like, no, this is stupid. And I said, I'm going to have it done in 10 more minutes. Give me 10 more minutes. We finished the whole record in 15, 20 minutes. It was a no-brainer.
The record is crazy.
Appreciate it.
The record is crazy. We definitely breaking that tonight.
Absolutely.
And you know what? This, you put that out. What made you get back into the whole rap scene and everything?
Yeah. It was timing. It was timing. I always flirted with the idea of retirement, but I was pretty much trolling the people. I wanted them to miss me a little bit. I wanted to step away. I had my daughter. I wanted to be in her life. A lot of things that I've done in my career within the past 5 years, whether if it's hosting 106 in Park for 2 years or, moving out to LA for 2 years and to take CSI. A lot of it was designed around my daughter, so I had time to be around her and, get it back. But at the same time, I wanted to enjoy taking her to school or a parent-teacher conference or a recital. I never did it. So for me, I wanted to have those moments, and I needed content to talk about. I knew if I lived my life the best way I could. I can come back into the game at 30. I'm still young.
Yeah.
You know, I'm older than Wiz Khalifa. That sounds crazy, but it's facts. Like, and that's my partner, but I'm older than Wiz. So, you know, I just knew that I could always just come back, but I needed to come back with the right content. I needed to live life for 5 years. I had nothing to talk about. I didn't want to keep talking about my watch, my jersey. I needed some content, you know what I'm saying? And I grew as a man. And because I'm a grown man now, I'm able to talk about the things that you hear in which is kind of crazy. But that's the life that I've been living. So it's refreshing and it's new to the public. It's new. So that's why everybody just gravitating to the song like that.
True, man. So you got these, you know, the newcomers coming up now. Like, I want to know, like, who are you watching and who you, like...
To be honest,
listening to or anything?
I don't listen to nobody. To be real with you, I don't listen to nobody. And the reason being is because nowadays all the music is so not that the music is repetitive, but it gets played so much that I'm going here. So I don't gotta find it or chase it or look to listen. I just put on, like, if I'm in Chicago, I turn on the station. I know I'm gonna hear the hottest records. So I don't really gotta hear a whole project really. But one thing that we do anytime somebody drop an album, and you know this true, Pimp, we always skim through your album. We always skimming through your album, and it take me, I skim like 13 seconds. That's how I get through your album. 13 seconds, listen, okay, I'm moving on to the next. Okay, that's how I complete it, but that's how we rock. But I don't got no particular artist.
That's how a lot of DJs do it, though.
Yeah, I don't got no particular artist I listen to. If you don't got 4 cuts, like a hit record to me, like the first time I turn it on within the first 10 seconds, I'm supposed to be like, okay, this sound like something. If it don't hit me like it don't sound like nothing, then I'm skipping, I'm on to the next. So you got to at least have like 3 or 4 of those on your project for it to be somewhat of a success.
Nah, that's dope. 'Cause I mean, like I said, that's what us DJs do. Like when we hear your record or anybody record, you know, we hear like, this it.
Absolutely.
We need that clean, like all that stuff. But you know, this dope coming from a legend like yourself, and you know, Diddy even called you a legend. Like, man, how does you 31?
Yeah, and
a legend. Like, how does that feel, bro?
I don't really feel it because I'm me, but you know, I didn't know like the press was gonna take that and like run with it. Like they took that and ran with it. Not saying nothing is all fact, but that talk was real. Yeah. You know, and you know, it was after the whole Bow Wow challenge stuff, and you know, Puff just pulled me to the side. I was at Puff crib, and you know, Puff plays like a, you know, a lot of people don't know, but Puff really plays like a key point in my life. You know, I talk to Puff at least once, 2 times a week on call. Homie pick up for me, pull up to the house, all that. So, you know, when you talking about a person who's, I don't want to say almost, but considerably, arguably like a billionaire, and, you know, he can have time for anybody. He could be anywhere around the world, but when he tell you to pull up to the house and y'all been drinking Ciroc all night, and he just grab you like, listen, what I'm not going to let you do is look crazy out here. I don't want you doing, you out here, you representing a brand. You know what I'm saying? You going heavy. I'm not about to let you do that. And when he had that talk with me, he said, you got to look at me and let me know, like, this going to be the last of the last. I don't want to see nothing. And I said, big homie, you ain't got to worry about it.
And is that from all the stuff from last year with
Everything
the whole...
from last year. I said, no doubt. You got it. Say no more. And once we locked in, we was just with Puff at the house. And he said, the first thing he said when I came to the crib, hey, I ain't seen nothing lately. You been out of trouble. You been standing out of trouble. I'm like, dog, like, come on, man. Yeah, bro, we good. We made that pack. Like, we straight. But for me, it woke me up because guys like Snoop, guys like a Jermaine Dupri or somebody like a Puff, these is the OGs that laid down the foundation. Yes. Icons. And for them to pull me to the side, because they could not care. You know what I'm saying? They could not say nothing. Yeah. But for them to say that, it woke me up like, okay, my G homies really care about me. They love me. It's time for me to get back on my game and get back doing what I do best. And I know can't nobody do it like I do it because I've been doing it. And once I tapped in and locked in, I knew what time it was.
For a minute. And you know, just growing up in hip-hop, ATL.
Yeah, we on right now.
On right now.
We on right now as we speak. We on the Instagram Live going right now. We on Weed TV right now. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, season 2. Are we trending with? Oh, number 6. Yeah, we number 6 trend. We need to be number 1 though.
You better tell these people.
Hey, we need everybody. Yeah, we know top 10 is cool, but we want to be number 1.
This show, I haven't got a chance to really sit down and watch it all the way through, but bro, this is playing this show to everybody, you know, growing up.
Yeah, man, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, pretty much self-explanatory. It's a reality show that, you know, follows the lives of young millennials who are trying to maneuver through the game and trying to create their own path without, you know, let's say, for instance, like Reginae Carter, that's Wayne's daughter. You know, she's trying to maneuver and find her way without, you know, getting things handed to her because she is Wayne's daughter. So that's what the show really, and it follows our real life. Like, even me finding, this single, that's tonight's episode, me playing the music for Jermaine Dupri for the first time. That's this episode tonight. And, me and him haven't been seeing eye to eye at all throughout this whole album process. You know what I mean? So you follow that as well. And it's just pretty much everything that you want to know in the now of me is you find it all out on the show every Thursday night. 9/8 Central on TV.
Look,
I got to plug
a commercial.
Yeah, I'm the executive producer too, so I got to plug all that in. I got to make sure they watching. I got to keep them ratings up. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm loving it, bro. Hey, so also got to talk about the Johnny Blaze beef.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna give him the same answer I be giving when I be doing my green screen. Like, it's really no beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't beef with nobody. I don't have no beef. You know what I'm saying? I love life too much. I love to have fun. I'm not that type of person.
That's the answer.
And as men, I don't think it's fly to be beefing with no woman. Like, I don't get no stripes for that. But there's really nothing. Like, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Like, like in my green screen, they was asking me like, "Yo, what is it?" I'm like, "Yo, I don't have an answer. I'm
not going to even stress you about it."
Like, but that's like the opening scene of tonight's episode. It starts off with me and her, like her apologizing, and like you really see, like I'm like I don't want to hear it. Like I'm cool. Like why am I here right now? Like I could be somewhere else, but that's all good.
That's the energy, man. You loving life, man. Like then you living life, hooping against Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, that was dope. Like that was like Snoop FaceTime me the other was it yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Snoop FaceTime me was like, "Man, I wanted to put under your comments, I hate you, man. I was going to put a whole bunch of just rude stuff under your comments, man, because he know, like, that's just the, he's a new young cat. He was coming through Atlanta. They played the Hawks, and, my man was with him. He wanted to meet me, and I said, bring him to the compound. Let's get it in. And, we got the indoor gym at our spot, like full court, like regulation size. So it was no way I'm letting 5 Lakers walk in our place and I'm not bringing Lonzo on the court. Like, you got to come on the court, shoot around. Even if we just talking, I just want to see what it's like. And then for me,
the form though.
But he was making it though. That's what's crazy. Like, you got to see it in person. Like, we had him at the house, like in our gym. Like, he is awkward, but he was making it. But I still took that second round on him.
I see.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm, everybody
so we're gonna have a round here. I know you off the DeLeon, but we gotta have one.
Cool.
We gotta have one. We gotta have one round.
Let's do it.
One round. Best out of 10. I got 10 paper balls.
All right, where we shoot them at?
We're gonna shoot them in the ratchet garbage can.
You gonna hold them?
She gonna hold them.
I was gonna use you as a backboard. Just gonna need a glass. I thought
use them glasses.
Yeah, glass. I didn't
use them glasses.
Off the glass.
Look, she like, don't start. Look.
Hey, so man, like, okay, so your birthday coming up, man.
Yeah, 8 days.
And let's just go back, man, all the way back to your career, man. You've been at this for a minute.
Long time.
So, you coming in the game young, and I know you've been with the rap game kids as well.
Right,
What advice are you giving them?
For me, it's just, it's like a mirror image of watching myself. I just tell them to, stay focused. Don't worry about growing up too fast. You know what I'm saying? I never really understood that until now. You definitely want to make sure that you have people around you who you can trust, who you love. Because in this business, a lot of people can take advantage of you, especially, a lot of us lack knowledge. A lot of these, even if you look at the new rappers that's coming up, right? A lot of these cats is coming from their bedrooms, from laptop to mainstream. And it's like, whoa, it's like a big leap. So you really got to make sure you study your craft, you know what's going on, and you have people around you who you can trust, who can help you, gather all this information that you're going to need. Because you can have the talent, that's cool, but you can also get taken advantage of if you don't got the brains to go with the talent. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you, for me, you can even watch some of the best. Like, you watch Dr. Dre, 2 times he was taken advantage of before he became who he was now. So everybody learns a lesson, but you can avoid having to learn a lesson if you jump on it early and get it going. So that's what I always tell them. You know what I'm saying? And definitely don't grow up too fast.
So, I mean, you think it was tough making that, from a child growing up? You think it was tough transition?
Nah, because most of these cats get into drugs and they, you know what I'm saying, they veer off and go left, and they just get weird on us. For me, I never really had that issue in life. I never really had a drug problem. I never been to jail before in my life. I never been arrested. You know what I'm saying? So I never even started to trail down that road, which you see, I'm probably like the only one. Like, me and Omarion might be the only ones that never been in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not to take away from nothing, but that's just facts. Yeah. We probably the only ones that never been in trouble. And I'm me at 31. I'm supposed to have like 8 kids. And now, like, by now, like, all the Scream tours I done been on, and Like, for real.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just saying, like,
because when I was in high school, you was just taking all the ladies from me because they like, I'd be like, man, you know what? What's up?
And I got
What's up?
one.
Nah, I got Bow Wow.
And I got one kid. And
man.
So for me, I'm like, I
this
did
is a
pretty
fan
good.
question right here.
All right.
When did you lose your virginity?
I lost my virginity at 16.
16.
Yeah, no lie.
Somebody,
Yeah.
you said you lying?
No, I said no lie.
Oh, no
lie.
lie.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Somebody's they thought it was 9. I was
hell no.
Like, damn.
Hell no. No, it was 16. You know, I was nervous. Like, I was like, I gotta be cautious. I don't trust nobody. I gotta make sure. I'll wait till I'm 16. Like, I waited.
God, I done heard like stories from my OGs that's in the radio game, and they was like I guess my OG Shag Nice, and he said y'all was in a hotel room and you came down the hall was like, hey, you got a condom?
Probably so. I probably did.
Hey,
at least I asked.
Like, you
that's at least I asked.
That's dope. So kids, strap it up, keep safe.
Absolutely. You know? I probably. Yeah. But I ain't gonna never give out the keywords for it because then people gonna take it. But at least I asked one. That's a good. That's good.
That's from an OG that I learned, you know. But like I said, you got all the ladies, and you know all ladies gravitate to. I want to say these top 4 songs that I got to bring up.
Okay,
I got to bring up.
We'll break them down.
So, Let Me Hold You Down.
Absolutely.
Out of My System.
Absolutely.
Shorty Like Mine.
Always.
And Like You.
That's the one.
Which one of these would you say, I always got to do the one gotta go?
Like You is the number one out of all of those.
Like You
is the one out of all of those.
I told you, let me hold you to that in the video.
Oh man. You see the thing with Like You, the thing with Like You, what makes it so special is the hook. It's the fact that like everybody tries to do it in one breath and they can't do it. That's what made it like so monumental. Like I will always see that like, man, if you could do the Like You hook in, you know, all in one verse. But that was, to me, I think that record was iconic because it was a pinnacle point in my life. Mm-hmm. And at that time, the whole world knew what situation I was in. And then for me to have a number 1 hit record like a duet and an R&B hip hop record with her at that time, it was just special. You know, it goes back to just giving the people what's real. You know, they see my life. They know who my girl was at that time. So it just made sense for us to do something. And it even really feel like it was no pressure behind the record.
Yeah.
Because I picked the sample out. It was a New Edition sample. I said, yo, JD, we got to redo this. And I knew it was a hit before I even did it. And I said, we should put Shorty on the record. And once we did that, it made sense.
Hey,
first rollout, number 1 hit.
Well, okay.
I think that was...
What would be the second one out of this list?
To Keep.
Yep.
The Out of My System. That's the one. That's the 2, actually. That's the 2.
What?
And I'm going off of like stage performance wise, like the reaction, like Out of My System is like out of here.
I would have thought Shorty Like Mine or
no, Shorty Like Mine go up, but see, Out of My System got more meaning to it. It has more, it's more depth into that record. It deals with heartbreak, real situations, dealing with pain, dealing with emotions. You know, Shorty Like Mine is just bragging about your girl, like, yeah, she cool, but you know, my girl she's better. It's like, yeah, that's comparison. Whereas Out of My System is like some real, you can play Out of My System for the rest of your life.
Damn.
You know, for the rest of your life, you can play that record.
My list would have been fucked up. Damn. All right. Hey, but no, back to this project that's coming out now, man. You got the first single.
First single was
Title of the album is Green Light 6.
Yeah. And a lot of people that don't understand why I named it that is because, you know, when I went to Cash Money, the G6 series was the first thing that I popped off as far as music-wise. You know, I didn't really want to wait on the label, so what I did was I jumped into the mixtape game and started making these Green Light series mixtapes. How I got the name was, right when Jermaine was doing his second album, Instructions, he was about to name his album The Green Light, and he never did. And I loved that title for so long, so I just stole it from him without asking him. So that's how I came up with the whole Green Light thing. So I got it from Jermaine.
He know this? He know?
Oh, he know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm up to 6. So when people are like, why is it 6? It's because it was 5 free mixtapes beforehand, but except with this one, I'm not making it a mixtape. I'm going to make this the album. So this is the first real album. And they all sounded like albums, but I'm approaching this one like it's an album.
Dope. Man, I'm looking forward to the project for real.
Man.
Hey, I can't wait till we blast up on this.
I'm ready, man.
I've been playing it for a minute. Like, we played it last night on our way to...
that's what I heard.
Yeah, we played it last night on our way from Notre Dame. I DJ for Notre Dame University, so we playing it
on
our way back.
That's what I heard. That's what it's for, man. I appreciate it.
We're gonna have a party in here for real.
Absolutely.
We actually gonna have a slight party here off Off
air.
Yeah, off air.
Say no more.
So we gonna do a Bow Wow concert in here. Can we do that? Can we?
Absolutely.
Let's do it, man.
Absolutely.
The homie Bow Wow, man. Run the social media for everybody.
Yeah, man, hit me up. You already know what it is, man. On Twitter @SMoss, and on Instagram @ShawMoss. But all that's about to change shortly in a matter of like hours. I'm back to Bow Wow on my handles.
Okay.
Making it easy because that's what time it is. I'm back in pocket.
And let them know where you gonna be at tonight, bro.
Ivy, man. Ivy. That's where we at with it tonight. The Ivy. Make sure all the ladies get there early. I don't want no excuses on why I couldn't get it. I don't want no DMs. Like, let me, because I'm already being, I ain't coming out. It's cold outside. I ain't coming out to get you to walk. Make sure you there, all right, in time so you can get situated and feel comfortable. And fellas, don't be cheap tonight. Bring your bag out, And
they gonna want to hear some throwback. What's one throwback song you gonna play for them?
I don't know. Once I'm in my vibe, I gotta, I don't know. I just rock the party. I just go in the, you'll see.
We gotta go like you. We gonna go like
They might get that tonight.
Let's do that, man.
All right, say no more.
Appreciate you, bro. Bow Wow in the
Always
building,
love
man. You know what it is.
Power 92. You already know.
It's your boy, Hot Rod, right here on Power.
Power 92.3.